Today I'll be doing managing sales through Sage 300. So I'll be covering introduction to accounts, receivables, and order entry, and maintaining your inventory and customer data on Sage 300, and effective data management through accounts receivables, and managing sales through order entry, and also obtaining MIS reports on sales and debtors. So first of all, I'll give you a brief introduction to AR and OE. Accounts receivables handles all your receivables records keeping and reporting needs regardless of the size and the complexity of your business. And also accounts receivables can be used for all your customer inquiries with with the help of its customer master. As you can see here, with the use of this AR customers, you can manage all your customers properly. And also this customer inquiry itself can called 360 view of your customer, where you can get all the information about your customers. Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you. You can go ahead.
Yeah, all right.
I'll just put my mic on mute so I
Yeah.
won't disturb you.
Okay, Dinha. And if we take OE, OE is used to specify orders and customer numbers, and also you can reveal information about any shipment and invoices generated from the order through OE module. So first of all, I'll begin from AR customers. If we take customer inquiry window, use of AR customer inquiry screen is to refer all the information that exists for a customer in Sage 300 system. So there is a way that the AR customer inquiry window is organized. As you can see here, AR customer inquiry screen present a large amount of customer information on several tabs as shown here, and all of them are customer related information, and information from customer record, ship to location record, and recurring charge record are appearing in these tabs. So if we first take activity and stats tab, here the activity and stat tab provides information that is similar to activity and statistics tabs in the customer record. So here it summarizes the current status of the customer account, and shows the most recently posted transactions also. Uh, as you can see here, it includes the outstanding invoice amounts, debit note amounts, and credit note amounts, and everything here in this screen, in this tab. As you can see here, account activity includes current balances, the last statement balance, the number of outstanding invoices in this area, and the amount of last posted invoices, and outstanding retainage, and so on. And okay, I think Priyantha joined us. Hi, Priyantha. I have given a brief introduction to AR and OE. Now I'm taking you through the customer inquiry window. And if you move to address tab, here you can see, you can record all the customer address and contact information from the customer record. And adjustment tab, this states the list of all posted adjustment transactions for a specified customer, including adjustments from write-off badges, along with documents they adjusted. you can get everything here from the adjustment tab. And very important thing is the comments tab. Actually, this is very useful. The comments tab displays all comments entered in the customer record for the selected customer. You can use it to here you can put the comment. You can use it to edit customer comments from the customer enter but adding or editing a customer comment using the customer inquiry screen. And also you can filter these comments from here. As you can see, you can mention you can mention here, and you can filter from this customer type to weave only a certain type of comment, and uh, the comments entered by or for a specific user, you can filter it from here and get the comments. This is very useful. And also if we move to credit status, you use the credit status tab on the customer inquiry screen to check customers' credit status. So the balance outstanding in accounts receivables for the customer and the national accounts are visible here through this window. And balances pending for the customer in accounts receivables, an order entry or third party programs that integrate with accounts receivables uh, are shown here. And also here, as you can see, mm, retainage outstanding for the customer. If you use retainage account in accounting receivables also can be seen here. Uh, and also outstanding transaction balances, you can get those according to the age and the periods you specify, and the number of open invoices, total invoices paid to date, and the total and average number of days paid to them, all you can get from here. So this is also very useful. If you are not using this, you can use this to find out the outstanding balances of the customers, and all to handle all the credit status. And here from this you can there is due date, document date. From the due date, current transactions which are those with due dates that are later than the age as of date, you can get from clicking this due date. uh, and document date is the first period, includes transactions with document dates that are earlier than age as of date, you can get from here. And or else you can specify the date as of which you want to get the age transaction balance, such as by today's date or last statement or billing date. And you can specify a cutoff date here. So you can include or exclude transactions that are more recent than the as of date. You can put a cutoff date here. And now let's move to documents tab. Here, the documents tab. Sorry. Uh, the documents tab, it includes the list of all transactions that are posted for the customer. Document details and history are conveniently listed in separate tables on the same tab. Here, as you can see here. So you use this tab to look up information about invoices, credit notes, debit notes, interest charges, receipts, including unapplied cash, prepayments, and miscellaneous receipts. And also refunds that have been posted to a selected customer also you can shown, it is shown here. And OE invoice tab. If you move to here, to display transactions here, you must have at least one transaction inquiry or invoice entry, and or else debit credit entry. So this is where displays invoices of or debit notes and credit notes that have been processed by inventory control, day-end processing, and also this can be used to change the order that invoices or debit notes and credit notes are listed on the tab. And you can double click an invoice number or a debit note number or credit note number to open the document inquiry screen, where you can weave additional details for the invoice, debit note or credit note. And also you can double click on a order number to view the original order in the OE order entry screen. This directs there also to view OE entry. And here you can double click on a shipment number to view the shipment on the OE shipment entry screen. And you can double click an item number to view the item record in the inventory control. And you can view amounts in the functional currency or in the customer currency in multi-currency ledgers also. And let's move to OE orders tab. Yeah, here you must have at least one transaction inquiry or order entry or shipment entry to view the shipment table and the order table. So as you can see here, this includes order number, order type, on hold status, description, reference, amount of the order, date of the order, and PO if there is any. And this second table is a list of OE shipments processed for the customer using one line of summary information for each shipment. So it has shipment number, and here also, if you double click on the shipment, you can drill down to the shipment order entry, and you can see whether these whether these shipments are invoiced, and description, reference, and amount of the shipment, and so on. So the use of this OE orders tab is to view the summary of orders and shipments entered for the selected customer in order entry, and you can filter the list of orders by type or list of orders, as you can see here. And then let's move to OE sales. Here you must have at least one order entry transaction inquiry or inventory control day-end processing or transaction inquiry, or the OE sales. The OE sales tab is available only if there are those in entries. So the use of OE sales tab is to view sales history for items sold to the selected customers, including a detailed transaction history for each item. You can get all the information here. And let's move to pending tab. Yeah, pending tab. Yeah, here actually you need to have at least one invoice inquiry, receipt inquiry, adjustment inquiry, or refund inquiry to display the information here. So the use of this pending tab is to view the list of transactions pending for a customer in accounts receivables, and also you can view the distribution details for a specific pending transaction, and you can filter the list to include only certain type of transactions so that you can quickly find a particular transaction. And you also can specify a sort order for the list of pending documents here. Uh, I haven't added any, so I can't get it here. Sorry about that. And if we move to Shift to tab, you can see the Shift to tab on the customer inquiry screen list all the Shift to locations that have been set up for the customer. So as you can see here, these are the Shift to locations, and the details are here with the name, status, and the tax group. And let's move to tax sales tab. This display the this includes the customer tax group, and also for each tax authority in the tax group, the customer tax status and tax registration number. And also here in the below table, you can see the salesperson information, including the sales percentage for each salesperson. And so this is also very useful. And salesperson information you can get from here. And another important thing is you can get the information of the credit bureau, the customer credit limit, and the extent to which transaction for the customer can be overdue before the triggering credit warnings. You can view the customer current credit status here. And another important thing you need to note down is you cannot change any information on this tab. And if you need to change the customer tax information or sales split or credit bureau information or credit warnings, you need to click the drill down button beside the customer number field to open the customer record for the editing. So uh, you need to note that you need customer maintenance security authorization to edit customer records there. So you cannot change any information on this tab. And yeah, so here you can manage and maintain all your customers from this customer master file. So this customer inquiry is the main important thing because it shows all the information about the customers. That's why we call it 360 view of the customer. So if we go to account sets, here here you can see the receivable control, and it includes all the receivable accounts defined in AR, a total of, and when you tally the subledger, you need to get the total of this receivable control and also prepayment amount. And also in IC now let's move into OE. So the use of OE. Actually here in this order entry, you can mention an active order that you expect to fill in a normal period of time. You can define it here. And active order may also contain items on back order or maybe on hold. If the order is not on hold, you can post and print an invoice for shipped goods. And here here from this, you can change the order type. If you take active, an active order may contain items on a back order or maybe on hold, or if the order is not on hold, you can post and print the invoice and ship goods. And if you take a future, a future order is an order which is to be filled on future date you specify. And if you select standing order is an order that filled regularly for the same customer or for a different customer. So if you can also get the quotations. A quote is an order with expiration date, and when you run the day end process, on that day the quote is removed from the system. If you go to the shipment entry, the shipment entry window is used for the shipment post shipments and to add miscellaneous charges, create invoices, print picking slips, and assign serial numbers and lot numbers. When we talk about miscellaneous charges, it's something you might not know. From here, miscellaneous charges, you can add miscellaneous charges from this window. You can add charges like handling charges and non-taxable freight charges from here. And when you put the shipment from here, you can select. You can change the type to you should be able to change not the item. Here you can change the type to miscellaneous charges if there's any. I find it hard to change. Yeah, here you can, as you can see, you can add miscellaneous charges here, depending on the charges that are included in the shipment. And let's move to invoice entry. Invoice, this is used to specify general information about the invoice. Here you can select options related to tax, project and job costing, and project invoicing and retainage. And also you can add and edit detail lines for items and miscellaneous charges on the details tab. You use this field and options at the top of the invoice tab to specify general information about the invoice and to select options related to tax and so on. And also another important window in OI is copy orders, which you might not use. The use of this copy order screen is to select an existing order or a range of orders from which they copy information and details to create a new order. So You can select from customer number also. Yeah. Yeah, as you can see here, uh, details from the source orders appear as default for the new order, including item numbers, quantities, orders, pricing, and other information. So you can select the details you want to use in the new order, and you can change the price list, location, quantity, orders, pricing, and other information as you want. And you can select the details, and you can copy a posted order directly from OE order entry screen. And if you do this, information for the order being copied is automatically entered in the OE copy order screen. And also you cannot copy an order if any item on the source order requires price approval. If an item on a source order requires price approval or an error message appears when you click the go button, uh, you cannot copy an order. And if the from and to customers use different currencies, you must use the price list field to specify the price list to use for copied order details. And these information are very useful, I think, because users are not much using this OE copy orders. This saves a lot of time of the users. And you can copy details from an active job related order to a new order, but not a new quote. And you can copy details from job related code to a new quote and enter information that will be used to create the new order, and select options to indicate whether the order is on hold or uses retainage. So after you click go button, details from the orders or orders you specified appear in the copy order detail table like this. And in the copy detail column, you can select yes for each detail line you want to include the new order, and edit each detail line as necessary to set up the new order. So I think this is very useful for you all, as you might not know about much about this OI copy orders to minimize the time consuming. And if you take credit debit note entry, actually the use of OI credit debit note entry screen is to credit or debit customer accounts for return merchandise items which are not included in an invoice and other adjustments. Finally, we can move to the OE reports. There are many reports available in the OE: transaction list, order action, aged orders, posting journals, invoice action, and many more. So one most important one I made the sales history report, because actually the OE sales history report provides summarized or detailed sales information, including sales totals by customers, inventory item, or primary salesperson. Let's by customer, we can enter a customer number. Uh, use this report as sales journal to record sales staff performance by territory or location, and to indicate strengths and weaknesses in company sales. You can use this report, as you can see here. After printing this report, you can use the OE clear history screen to clear sales history. So the OE sales history reports can include information such as details of invoices, credit notes, and debit notes, and also sales returns, sales and sales returns, and cost amounts for each transaction. And here, as you can see, gross margin present for each sale and return, and this is calculated during day-end processing. And if you use serialized inventory and lot tracking serial numbers and lot numbers on report, that also you can get from this report. And if you use multi-currency accounting, transaction details in functional or source currency, uh, that also included when you generate this report. And I'll show you one more report, that is transaction list. You can get this print the generate this order wise, shipment wise, invoices or credit debit note wise. And also you can generate the report detail or summary wise. If you put the customer, if you put the order number, order range, I'll put the same customer. It takes a few time to generate. Okay, here as you can see, OE transaction listing. When you print the OE transaction list report, when you need a list of orders, shipments, invoices, or credit debit notes, you can get it from OE transaction listing. And you print a separate report for each type of transactions. As I showed you, you can you can get invoices, orders, and debit note, credit wise, and also you can print detail or summary wise. And this report includes currency transactions, and if you keep transaction history, past transactions, everything includes here. Yeah. So that's all I have planned for you all for today's webinar. I hope it was useful for you all.